Falkirk TV is proudly sponsored by GM Landscape UK.
John, back to the Championship this weekend. We've gone from the lofty heights of Celtic Park and now we'll be travelling to Starks Park, where I think it's the first time you'll be heading back to your previous club.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Of course, you mentioned Celtic Park, but this is every bit as important to us as going to Celtic Park last week, maybe more so. This is the bread and butter of the league and the most important thing. First time going back, so a lot of people there, a lot of people that are still there previously. Obviously had a good relationship with everyone there, a reasonably good relationship with fans, so looking forward to it. It's the next game for us. It comes up after the League Cup quarter-final game, so the guys are certainly looking forward to it. We know our league form's been good. We completely understand, that I watched the game last week. I was at the game, the Raith Rovers game against Hamilton. I've said this before. I felt they were well on their way to a win. It looked like they were going to win in a canter, and somehow or other it turned around very late in the game. So not going to be misguided by that. I thought for the 85% of that game they were very, very good and well on top. And then more looking at that than a couple of goals that they lost later on in the game. So they played very well in that period in time. The new manager is still looking for his first win. They'll be motivated. Myself, Smudger going back, a few other players that played there previously as well. There'll be a lot of motivation, but then we've got motivation as well because we want to keep this run going. We want to try and create as big a gap as we can between ourselves and a good few teams in the league. And so be it. That's we plan to go out. We'll keep this run going.
Yeah, obviously they were one of the teams in the Championship last season that had a very successful season, kind of pushing Dundee United all the way. I'm obviously they've not had the start that they would have wanted to this season. But I'm assuming you'll be going about your preparations, as if they were playing like they were last season.
Absolutely, yeah, you're right. They had a great season last season, pushing Dundee United to about 2 or 3 games to the end of the season, which was a remarkable achievement. They had a good transfer window in the summer of last year, brought in a lot of good players, and they kicked on. As we're repeating ourselves, they had a great season, just narrowly missing out in the playoff game against Ross County. And from that point of view, I would have looked upon them and I quite rightly felt that they would be favourites because they were so far ahead of everybody else and they've made some good signings, but for whatever reason it's not quite worked out the way that they wanted to or would have liked. But it's early, it's very early and anything can happen. Still got 30, we've got 31 games to play, there's 30 games, oh my God, there's 90 points there, so there's enough points there to win in our league, so anything could happen yet. We'll treating this with the respect that is due, that we're going to a team that could easily be at the top of the table. It's very early to pigeonhole anyone to being in any category in the league, for sure.
Like you said, it's early days. However, we do have 2 games in hand over Ayr United, who currently sit top. So how crucial is it to get those games out the way with full points and put a little bit of distance between us and the teams around us?
One game at a time, Adam, you know that by now. There's no point looking ahead, further ahead than tomorrow. Let's see what 5 o'clock brings us. We'll have had to play well and come out of there with 3 points. If we can do that, then we can look to the next game. It's as simple as that. That's the only way we're going. Games in hand and all that kind of nonsense. That's for the pub. That's for the pub guys in the pub. Social media and all that. One game at a time. Let's deal with the next game. Let's put everything we've got into the next game. Let's recover. Let's prepare for the following game. That's how it goes.
Going into that next game, a couple changes probably as well. I think you mentioned the other day that Ross McKeever isn't going to be fit for this one, so potentially a chance for Ryan Shanley or another bench player to come in and try and make a difference. Yeah,
that's it. When one player can't play for any particular reason, then it's up to somebody else to come in. One door closes, another door opens. And we've managed to get by without Callum Morrison, we've managed to get by without Tom Lang, we've managed to get by without Aidan Nesbitt, we've managed to get by without Jamie Snedden. We've been doing that for the start of the season, more or less, with these guys. and we still managed to produce. We've got a really, really good personality in the dressing room, good characters in the dressing room. Yeah, you know, if it continues like that and we get more and more, yeah, it may impact. But, you know, yes, well, without Ross, it's a big loss because he's been such a consistent performer for us at a great level. And sometimes, you know, you don't realise how much a particular player or a particular, you know, turn your tap on, there's water there, and you didn't miss it until it's not there. And like Ross, we might not realise how much he's been doing until he's not there, and we might realise, you know, what we're missing. However, there's a door opening for someone else to go and grasp that opportunity, and it may well be that that may happen in some other department of the team tomorrow as well. So it's very much all hands on deck. Looking forward to the game. Looks like we're going to have Aidan Nesbitt back available, which is a plus. That's a plus. No Callum Morrison yet. Callum, as I said to the other press yesterday, you know, his main issue for me was this viral infection he had, that he had been in and out of the hospital getting checks, which really didn't come up with a real answer. He's not got these sore heads as much as he was, and the shakiness is not as bad. He was actually in at the stadium for a couple of days. He's worked in the gym. It was really good to see him. I think getting out the house and getting in here and getting in amongst the boys would maybe take your mind off of other things. And but the secondary, he's had a little issue with his knee going along, and so he's away back down to London today to get an injection on that. And hopefully between the two things, his illness and this, you know, if we're really, really lucky, he might be available for air. The downside, I don't know.
Obviously great news about Aidan Nesbitt being fit for selection again. There was that kind of unfortunate moment where he came on against Dunfermline, had to go off again. Does that make you a bit wary, kind of introducing him back into the squad this Saturday?
We just got to go there and just see what happens, you know. He's trained consistently, and in training you're duplicating what you do in a game most of the time, you know. The game takes you further, you know. You will go further in a game when 3 points are at stake and win bonuses and all sorts of things like that. You will go further, absolutely. But everything that we've done, I've got to think that he's now ready to go on that pitch, and so yeah, it's a bonus to have him. Yeah.
And as to be expected, another good. I know you're always full of praise for the fans.
Yeah.
There'll be another good travelling support on Saturday. Yeah. I think they'll be happy. I don't know how you and the rest of the squad will be feeling about this game being the last of quite a long run of away games.
Yeah, fifth away game in a row. The final of that. It starts Park tomorrow. Yeah, I'm sure the fans will be there in big numbers. What a noise is made at Celtic Park, and the last game at Airdrie before that as well. Put in some great performances, and we need that back in. You know, it's all down to the back end and the fans, and I'm sure you'll make plenty of noise tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll give you something to sing about as well, and to back the team. So, thanks for your support over the last 4 games, and tomorrow our 5th away game. A lot of expense, a lot of travelling. Thankfully, we've not been going up to the Highlands and places like that, but we've been still on the move. But it'll be nice to get back here the following week.
John, thank you very much, and all the best for Saturday.
Cheers, thank you.